Hey everyone, welcome to Infinite Realms. Today I'm going to review Marvel Legends Living Laser. This is going to be a tough one, and this is not my first stab at this review. The long and the short of it is, it's a character I've wanted a long time for my displays because I wanted him for Masters of Evil, but this figure does have a lot of issues. The thing is, it's not like Spider-Man where they're going to make a million of them. I mean, I doubt they'll make another Living Laser in the next decade. So, yeah, it's really tough when this figure has some issues. So, yeah, let me get him down and we'll talk about what works and what really doesn't with this figure. So here he is, the Living Laser. This has been a very difficult review because what do you say about this figure? I mean, he's not... Well, let me get to it in a second. First, he has these as accessories, and, you know, these are kind of lame. And I'll put some pictures up with him with those, but for the most part, I mean, the main problem is there is zero head articulation here. Zero. I mean, you cannot move him at all. And that kind of ruins the figure. I get that they were going for the look of the laser, but at the same time, it really took away from him, and that's kind of tough because it's otherwise a good figure. I mean, and it's nifty because it's translucent. That's fun, but it really pulls away from the figure and really knocks it down. A lot of pegs. I have to say, a lot of pegs, because you know you can't do any real dynamic posings. I've tried to do some poses with him, and it's just like, the results are kind of mix match, and yeah, I mean, he does have some pretty damn good butterfly joints, though. I mean, that's the irony of it all. It's like, look at that. Look how far back he can put his arms. So, I mean, he has that going for him, but at the same time, I mean, it's like they just sacrificed one piece of articulation for another, even though the two are not related. Yes, so it's really tough. It's you know, it's a figure I want to like, but it's kind of brings me down a little bit at the same time because of the way it loses so much in that neck. I mean, and I didn't realize till I started trying to pose him how much you really lose with the neck without being able to pose the neck very well. You really lose so much in posability. And now, even to get him to look that much to the side, I almost popped his head off doing it. And I'm sure you can pop his head off, but it's like, gosh, they could have found a way to make that move a little better. I mean, again, I know they're going for that kind of cone head. Well, it's not cone head, but you know what I mean. Anything else I say is going to get the channel banned or something. But, you know, I know they were going for that shape of the helmet. And I get that, but at the same time, I just think there were ways to do it that could have been better, that should have been better, that were better, and they just didn't try. I don't know. It's really a frustrating thing. And these lightning effects do nothing for me on this character. I mean, I don't really like them on Storm, but on this character that makes absolutely no sense. So it's like really doubly weird, and they do nothing. I mean, they quite literally do nothing. So yeah, the other down thing is that no matter what kind of pose you give to him, he's going to have to be facing forward. There is no way around it. I've not found one anyway. He just can't turn his head. I mean, it's that simple, and it really... I just think it destroys an otherwise decent figure. I would have really liked this figure. His ankles are a little weak, but you can work with them. It's just the way he just cannot at all. I mean, I'm being serious. He just can't move those damn arms, and I mean, the damn head. I was thinking arms are so much more movable, which they should be on a Living Laser. That's kind of cool, but you know, I mean, it just the whole presentation doesn't work. I seem to remember this being a problem on the 3 3/4 inch living laser as well. I haven't had that figure out in a long time. I'll have to check and make sure, but I think that was a problem with that one too. So it just comes down to, I mean, had to be some way of a design to get that to where it would move around, like maybe some softer material on the bottom, and it would just like kind of move up, but it would get stuck, of course, if it got moved too much. So I think this is my third try at this review, and it's like, there's so much I like about the figure. The translucent colors, the colors themselves, the helmet, the way the part of the helmet reflects. I mean, I do really like this figure, other than the fact he can't move his head, which really limits what he can do severely. That, and I hate the accessories. I hate these white lightning bolts that just serve no purpose. Even if they have those designed on his arms, they just really do nothing. So, I mean, even though just as a standing there static figure, yeah, it's a great figure. As a trying to pose it in any way, shape, or form, or do anything with it, it's damn horrible. So, I mean, and again, this is my third attempt, and I've really tried with this figure to try to do stuff with it, and it's just, wow, so limited. And, you know, I just gotta lean really low, even though I like this character in the comics. I mean, I think he's a good villain, fun villain. But I gotta lean to giving him 1.5 stars. I mean, that really, one major flaw just absolutely kills this figure. And that's the problem. I mean, it just kills it. This could have been a really, really cool figure, and it's a character we're probably not going to see for a long, long time. And I can see why I got it so cheap. You know, I mean, yeah, this one was easy for somebody to let go of. So I'm sure they're not crying. But that's me doing what I can with a very, very limited figure. So maybe they'll do a new one. I don't know. I don't think this kind of a character is on their radar at all. I just really wanted him as part of my Masters of Evil. So that's really that simple. Okay. So that's going to wrap it up for Infinite Realms today, because this one really brought me down. Don't forget to like and subscribe.